It's the week of March 29th, 2022. My name is McKenna, and welcome to your TNN. The Wildlife World Zoo just introduced their baby black-backed jackals, also known as Africa's coyote. They are all receiving around-the-clock care at the Wildlife World Zoo. Thanks to hand-raising team and vets at the baby animal nursery, these species of canine is also found in Africa in very dry regions that only get back between 100 and 200 centimeters of rain annually. When they are fully grown, the jackal puppies will have black hair from the back to their necks to the tail, and white chests and a rusty white tummy. In the winter, they turn almost fox-like color. Puppy litters are usually about 4 pups in size and will stay in the den with their mothers in the wild until they're fully grown. They are social animals living in pairs and in families, groups, in dens, much like our house dogs. The jackal's scent marks growl, woof, howl, and yelp to communicate among themselves. According to Wildlife World Zoo, typically they will hunt at night, scavenging for food in what they consider their territory. Typically, they will look for insects to snack on, but will also eat vegetable matter, various rodents, rabbits, and small deer-like creatures. These pups are now in their new habitat at the Wildlife Zoo in Litchfield Park. Now let's go over to Miss Giacovelli with weekly.
Good morning, TARTESSO community. Today is Tuesday, March 29th, and we will have Galileo post-testing for grades 3 through 5, starting with math. We will continue our free COVID testing in front of our building from 8 to 10 a.m. We will have TNN with Mr. Wister and coding classes for 5th grade in our regular after-school clubs. Tomorrow on Wednesday, March 30th, we will continue with Galileo post-testing for grades 3 through 5 with ELA. And we will have a gifted cluster meeting with Mrs. Dirksen after school at 3:15. On Thursday, March 31st, we will finish Galileo post-testing with grades 3 through 5 for science. After school on Thursday, we will have a mandatory meeting for teachers and paraprofessionals that will be involved in state testing in the library at 3:15 with Mr. Kilborn. And on Friday, we will have counseling club after school with Mrs. Williams. Please have a wonderful week and make sure that you are trying your best and your behavior is exemplary. Let's make it a great week.
Thank you, Miss Giacovelli. Now let's go over to Miss Williams in Counseling Corner.
Hey guys, it's Mrs. Williams with a message from our Counseling Corner. So this is our last week for our theme this month, which is commitment. I am so excited for you guys. You guys have been fantastic. You guys have been coming to me in all the schools and showing me all of the things that you're committed to. I have heard kids telling me how they're committed to working on their goals as far as school-wise. I've heard kids tell me how committed they are to their projects at home. Some of you are out there taking care of your animals. You're very committed to them. I'm just so proud of all you guys. Super job. So excited for you guys doing great things. Next month, we are going to be going into generosity. Ooh, I'm super excited about that. I got some things planned for that. So thank you guys for doing such a great job this month, and I hope that we had a great time showing our commitment, and I will see you guys in next week. Generosity's coming. Woohoo! Bye guys.
Thanks, Miss Williams. Now let's go over to Mika and Mateo with sports.
Welcome back to sports. My name's Mateo.
And I'm Mika. Baseball is back. Over our spring break, teams got back on the field after delays in their bargaining agreements stalled early this year. Teams are set to play the regular season as scheduled. We will see how the Diamondbacks will do this season.
The Arizona Coyotes have been one of the hottest teams in the league during the month of March. They went 4-1 on their most recent 5-game road trip to the East Coast. They are also the highest scoring team in the league for the month of March.
The Suns are on a 5-game winning streak, which started with a commanding win over the Lakers by a score of 140-111 and wins against the Bulls and Kings. As the season winds down, the Suns need to focus on staying healthy to make a deep run into the playoffs. The Suns are currently the best team in the league and have about an 8-game lead over to the next best teams.
That is all for today. See you next time on Sports News.
Thanks, guys. Now here's Izzy and Skylar with entertainment news.
Welcome to Entertainment News. I'm Izzy.
And I'm Skylar. Well, it's almost April, which means that this is probably going to be the last month of nice weather before it gets too hot outside to enjoy all that Arizona has to offer. Let's take a look at some of the outdoor activities that you can check out before summer heat. Did you know that you can see real dinosaur tracks left behind from about 200 million years ago? This attraction that was made during the Jurassic period lies on rocky land near U.S. Highway 160 in Tuba City.
If you go, get a guided tour that includes an easy hike from a local tour guide to check out the footprints. If you are up near Flagstaff, check out Grand Falls. It is nicknamed Chocolate Falls as the muddy little Colorado River makes the water look like churning chocolate. As they're fed by snowmelt and rain, the only time you can witness them flowing in the spring is in the spring, which March and April is the best. With March and April the best time to go. It sits about 30 miles east of Flagstaff and is even higher than the Niagara Falls, spilling at almost 200 feet. You will need to make sure you get a permit for that hike, though. This is all for Entertainment News.
See you next time.
Thanks, girls. Now let's go over to Halen and Alexis with Joke of the Week.
Hello and welcome to Joke of the Week. My name is Alexis.
And I'm Halen.
Okay, Halen, what is your joke?
My grandfather has the heart of a lion and a lifetime ban at the zoo.
Great joke, Halen. If you have a joke or would like to tell on the news, please go to smusd.me/beyondthenews and we would love to have you on.
See you next time on Joke of the Week.
Great joke, girls. Now let's go over to Fun Fact Trivia with Christopher and Skylar.
Welcome to Fun Fact Trivia. My name is Christopher.
And I am Skylar. Did you know that today is National Mom and Pop Business Owner Day? This day honors all small businesses owners each year on March 29th. Small businesses are a vital part of the United States economy, and the critical role they play is sometimes overlooked.
Consumers can show them their much-deserved appreciation by shopping locally and at small businesses. Your question today is approximately how many small businesses are there registered across the U.S.? A, 15 million.
B, 27 million.
Or C, 35 million.
You have 10 seconds to make your decision. If you said B, 27 million, you are correct.
Here in our area of West Valley, there are many small businesses that we can celebrate today. You can help them celebrate by giving them your business,
Buying gift cards
or
from
just
them.
giving them a shout out on social media.
See you next week on Fun Fact Trivia.
Thanks. Now let's go over to Gannon and Gabriel with This Week in History.
Hello and welcome to This Week in History. I am Gabriel.
And I'm Gannon.
On March 29th, 1929, President Herbert Hoover has a phone installed at his desk in the Oval Office of the White House. It took a while to get the line to Hoover's desk working correctly, and the president complained to the aides when his son was unable to get through on the Oval Office phone from the outside line.
Previously, Hoover had used a phone located in the foyer just outside of the office. Telephones and a telephone switchboard had been in use at the White House since 1878, when President Rutherford B. Hayes had the first one installed, but no phone had ever been installed at the president's desk until Hoover's administration.
See you next week on This Week in History.
Thanks, guys. Now here it's science time with Bree and Kendall. Welcome to Science Time. My name is Kendall.
And I'm Bree. In January 1992, two cosmic objects forever changed our galaxy. For the first time, we had real evidence of extrasolar planets, or exoplanets, orbiting a star 2,300 light years away. Now, just over 30 years later, that number has exploded. This week, March 21st, marked the hugely significant milestone of over 5,000 exoplanets confirmed. To be precise, 5,005 exoplanets are now documented in the NASA Exoplanet Archive, every one with its own unique characteristics.
Each and every one of these exoplanets has appeared in peer-reviewed research and been observed using multiple detection techniques or methods of analysis. There are currently about 3,000 more discoveries that are waiting to go through the peer reviewing process in hopes of being a confirmed exoplanet in the years ahead. NASA hopes that advancing technology will help to identify proof of life on some of these exoplanets.
See you next week with more Science Time.
Thanks. Now let's go over to Austin with Word of the Week.
Welcome to Word of the Week. My name is Austin. This week's word is wend. Wend is a verb and it means to proceed on. Here's how you can use it in a sentence. Hikers wend along the marked trails to the top of the mountain, which provides a panoramic view of the area towns. See you next time on Word of the Week.
Thank you, Austin. That is all for this episode of TNN. See you next week. Bye.